What is going on, everyone? I hope you've all had a fantastic week. It is just me, James Kearsley, checking in with you for the second video of the three-part weekly series of my cancer patient recomposition. First of all, before I even go into this video, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and apologies for the lateness of this video. It should have come out about 3 or 4 days ago, around Sunday, but it is now Wednesday. The reason being this video is late because over the weekend I was busy furnishing and arranging my house for a going away party / gathering we had here for myself and my mother, as we're going over to Melbourne for the bone marrow transplant in now 4 or 5 days. You'll see all of that in the next video to come out. That should be out in about 2 days time after this video. So what I'm doing here is just overlaying the workouts I've done over the last week. There's 3 workouts I'm showing. There was one full lower body workout and then just some snippets from some upper body workouts. So what I'm going to do is just talk about the progress I've made over the last week, that being via weight gain and also strength progression, and just have a chat about some certain occurrences that happened over the week that I thought would be noteworthy to talk about. So just jumping straight into it, over the first week I started at 79.3 and got my weight up to 81.8, that being a 2.5 kilo gain, and then starting on day 8 I was 81.9, ending on day 14 I ended on 84.7, so 81.9 to 84.7 is a further 2.8 kilo gain. So even in the first 2 weeks, my original goal was to achieve a 5 kilogram gain, and I believe in that this 2 week period I've gained 4.5 kilograms. On a side note, just segueing over that, after the gathering I did have a slight cold or cough, sore throat, which has led to me not be able to go to the gym for the past 3 days, just previously in this 3rd week. So I did in fact have a bit of weight loss, which I've since regained since then. However, over the first 2 weeks it was 5.4 kilograms of gain, which I'm extremely happy about. And in reality, by the end of this 3rd week, I wouldn't mind having a total gain of 7 kilograms. 7.5, logically, if I gain 2.5 kilograms in the first week, if you times that by 3, it equals 7.5. So that would be an aim for me to work for. You would have seen before I was on a leg press. Basically, I was obviously doing a full body leg work, or a full leg workout I should say, and as I was setting up my camera for the leg press, an older couple comes up to me and starts talking to me because they recognize me from a poster of myself they've seen at the gym. Basically, I won like member of the month back when I was doing my comp prep at the middle, I think it was September last year, and I just said about my story about how I was diagnosed with cancer, and then I had the comp prep coming up and the competition and whatnot and all that sort of stuff. And they just started talking to me about how they saw me here the other day. There's a quick shout out to my head. I was trying to film it, some leg extensions, but it didn't work out very well. So if you've ever wondered what my head looks like that close, then there you go. Yeah, they were just talking to me about how obviously I had a big absence from the gym, and then I came back and they were just thrilled to see me back here, and we just chatted away, and I just talked about how and why I do all of my social media stuff. And it was really, really great to have a chat to them about that, because yeah, it just motivates me to keep doing this sort of stuff, because obviously they recognize me from mainly Facebook, I guess the older generation would go on to. But yeah, being at this gym and having a camera out, or being at this gym with my appearance as such, obviously it's an eye-catching thing seeing someone so young and someone in general at the gym who's bald or has like that fuzzy hair that you can see on my head. You can't look at that and not think that there's something going on. So there are people in the gym that have come up to me and just who are aware of my story just through social media and stuff, which is fantastic. Like, I never really thought that I would have this sort of spectrum to broadcast to. Whereas, yeah, I've had about 3 or 4, probably even more than that, like 5 or 6 people come up to the gym this week just to say, pass on some words of encouragement and whatnot. I certainly do appreciate the words that people come up and say to me at the gym, and also on my other social media pages. Another thing that happened was later in the week, I was finished training and a guy I used to work with came up to me and we were just talking about life, and somehow we got to the subject of this website that I was going to be making by the end of last year. But obviously things occurred and I was re-diagnosed again. But basically it was a website that I was going to offer individuals coaching in regards to their training and their macronutrient intake and some other things along that avenue, I guess. However, yeah, I just had a chat to him about the website creation because he can design these sorts of things, and it's certainly something that I'll be taking up again as soon as I'm well, to be able to offer those services for you all. So yeah, very excited for that sort of thing. It kind of re-motivated me for the future and what kind of things I'll be doing for my career. The workout portion of these videos is now coming to a close. What you're going to see next is just the posing I would have recorded at the end of week 2. Obviously there is one more week to go of this training, so I will get another one of these videos up next week. I'll most likely be in Melbourne by that time. I do start my chemotherapy for the bone marrow transplant in roughly a week's time, so I will be able to post this content up for probably another 3 weeks or so. However, there will be a period where I will be too unwell to edit and kind of commentate on what's happening. And you'll most likely get all of the information on my treatment coming from my Instagram or Facebook. So if you haven't already followed those, you can follow those at James Kearsley, just my full name, on Instagram and Twitter. And also on Facebook, it's facebook.com/James Kearsley Fitness. And also on Snapchat, it's my full name as well. This video is coming to a close now. I hope you've enjoyed the video and the progress I've made. And I just want to say thank you very much for watching. And I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.